All right. Welcome back to another episode of Sip and Cook with me. It's your boy, Chef Dunn of Divine Visions Catering. Today we have a reoccurring special guest, Mr. Tony. Tony, introduce yourself.
How y'all doing? My name's Tony P. I am the owner of a YouTube channel called Tony P Does Stuff, where we do reaction channels and things of that nature. But I am also part owner of Too Sticky Gaming. We're also on YouTube as well. We're actually opening a video arcade up in Lawrenceville, Sugarloaf Mills Mall, for those of you in the Atlanta area. Grand opening in October, soft opening in August, so come through. Check us out.
Definitely. If you're into video gaming, if you're into seeing people do stuff, then he got you covered on all sides. All right. So, as you know, if you are tuning in for the first time, this is Sip and Cook with me with Chef Dunn. And how we do it, we always start off with a cocktail that will complement the meal that we are going to be creating. So today's cocktail is a cocktail out of Philadelphia. It is a cocktail that Miss Wanda picked out for us. Would you like to tell the people the name of this particular cocktail?
It's called a Philadelphia Fish House Punch Cocktail.
Philadelphia Fish House Punch Cocktail. Now, this particular cocktail has a little bit of history. It is a Philadelphia cocktail. It is dated back to around 1734. It was at a clubhouse, fish house that people would meet at and socialize, and it was usually made in a giant punch bowl, and everyone that would come in would get a scoop of this punch to start off the meeting or start off the celebration. So it does have a little bit of history. It said that George Washington at one point had 17 of these, one for each state after winning a certain victory. So, it has a little bit of a little history and a little culture to it. So we're going to get it started. So what you're going to need for this particular drink, you're going to need a bottle of your favorite cognac, a bottle of either peach brandy or peach whiskey. I decided to go with a peach whiskey because it just carries a little bit more bite to me. And then any kind of dark rum. I'm using a spiced dark rum. You can use a dark Jamaican rum, whatever you like. A little bit of simple syrup, lemon juice, lime juice, and then we got some garnishes. So you're going to start off with your handy dandy shaker. I already got some ice in there. And today, sometimes I like to free pour, sometimes I like to use my jigger. Today we're going to go ahead and use the jigger. So
it's actually called a jigger.
It's actually called a jigger.
Wow.
So we have 5 drinks that we will be making. We have some people off camera that we are also going to be partying with. So I'm going to start off with 3 shots of our cognac. I love this particular brand of cognac. Can't tell you what it is because they be monitoring me and trying to silence me. But if you've seen the bottle before, you know what it is. Then we will do 3 shots of our peach cognac. Then 3 shots of our spiced rum.
Welcome, Yolanda Soteria. Chris Bordeaux said, tell Tony stop asking crazy questions.
I mean, come on, that was a legit question.
That was a legit question, right? There's a lot of people.
Who said that?
Chris Bordeaux.
Oh, get out of here.
And Rose Wilson said, hi, Dana.
Hello. So this, we're going to add about 2 ounces of lime, 2 ounces of lemon. Then we're going to add roughly about 1 ounce of simple syrup just to kind of round that all out. Go ahead and put our top on. You like to do limes?
Oh, yes, sir.
You got to put a little rhythm in it. There we go. All right. So, yeah, we're going to give it one more quick little.
The jigger's on the move.
The jigger.
Welcome, Cousin Marvin. Thank you for tuning in.
Wow. Now, let's go ahead and
Anybody on my line?
Oh yeah.
There we go. Okay. Ooh.
I thought I said LA earlier.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now we're gonna garnish it with a couple of cherries to make it look pretty.
God, any whiskey drink come with a cherry, man. It's just gonna make it delicious at the end. It's just like a nice dessert.
This is after you've consumed all of your drinks and consumed your food. It's dessert.
Right.
We'll just go ahead and add our lemon. Voila. Like to come over here and partake in our cocktail toast? As I said, we have a couple of off-camera guests.
Yes, we do. Robert Ingram is actually sponsoring tonight. We do appreciate that. Thank you for your support.
Thank you. There you go. Miss Wanda Miller, person who helps make this show possible for me.
Amen.
Hey, everybody.
And cheers.
Cheers. Can you get in there? Yes. Oh, that is great.
That is delicious. And it's
I
less
love
sweet
that.
than I
I did good.
Yeah, you did. I'm gonna add this to my rotation.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful, nice, mellow, balanced, perfect drink, nice for a summer day, spring, just something you can whip together for your friends. Give it a try. And when you do, make sure you tag Divine Visions Catering. Now, Tony, would you like to give them a little bit of what it is you got going on?
All right. As I told you all, we're running a video arcade up at the not Stonecrest, Jesus Sugarloaf Mills Mall. Two Sticky Gaming presents the lab. We have PlayStations, Xboxes, PCs. You can come in and you can play. For those of you who would like to become gamers or streamers, you can come and you can record your gameplay. We'll edit it for you and upload it to YouTube for you. We'll also allow you to come and stream from the store as well.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes. So we also have card games as well. Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all of those. So
the Marvel game?
The Marvel game. There's a Marvel game?
Yes, sir.
Whatever game there is, we're gonna have it. I'm not the expert on gaming, but I am definitely learning a lot. But
it is called Marvel Clicks, and it's you actually get pieces that you can customize yourself and play the game.
Marvel Click, we're gonna get on that too. If you want to play Marvel, man, I am a Marvel nerd. I can't believe I didn't know about that.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, soft opening August 8th. Grand opening is going to be in October. So come check us out, Sugarloaf Mills Mall.
Definitely come check them out. If you have kids, I'll probably take my son because he wants to start streaming. Just give him an opportunity to see what it's like, see what he can do with it. But I'm a gamer myself, so I would love to just kind of relax and go and just have a couple hours, or I can just zone out and play whatever I want to play. So yeah, if you're in the Atlanta area, definitely check him out. If you're outside of the Atlanta area, check him out on his YouTube channel.
Tony P does stuff.
Tony P does stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this delicious meal for today.
Brandon Springfield said hello. Hey, Nika Love.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
I'm always yelling.
That's Nika.
So today we are doing it's a very simple dish. Won't take long, but it's something elegant, delicious. You can do for a party. You can do it as an appetizer. You can do it as an entree. So many different variations to this, and it's just a variation of a very simple dish. We are today doing fried lobster tails. So, as you can see, have some 6-ounce lobster tails. These are relatively small. I like to use the smaller ones because they cook up a little faster, so the breading doesn't brown too much before the inside is cooked. So usually go with anywhere between a 6 and an 8-ounce lobster tail. These are 6. So what I have done already is I've split it down the back. You can just use any kind of scissors, kitchen shears, whatever you have that can just cut through this back. And you just want to stick the scissors in through the front, cut all the way to the back, and then there's the tail piece. You just want to clip the little area on the sides to allow it to come out of the shell easily. Then once you do that, just want to kind of gently crack them open. You'll put some pressure at the bottom just to crack that open, and then you want to grab it from the bottom and pull it out. And we don't want to pull it all the way out. We want it to still be connected to the shell. So this is basically what it looks like.
Of course, Nika said back in all caps, shut up.
There's also a way, if you just squeeze the sides, that will crack that bottom and allow it to come out easily as well. So either option is definitely one that you can utilize. You want to try to keep it connected. That one almost came off, but we're not going to concern ourselves with that.
Hey, little baby.
Hey, Tashina.
Sheena, what's up?
Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. So you just want to make sure that all of them are out of the shell. This is something you can do beforehand, have them in the refrigerator already done up, so that once your company gets there, it's a simple process. From there, grab me a knife. So, as you can see, we got them all out of the shell. On the back side, we're just going to do what is called scoring. The meat is a muscle. So whenever you cook, that muscle is going to want to contract. So it's going to want to curl up. So what you're doing is just giving slight cuts through the tendons on the back so that as it cooks, it won't curl as much. So just 3 diagonal cuts through the back should be enough. Maybe one straight down the center. You do not want to cut all the way through. Just slightly, just to cut that tendon. Fold it back over. And then we're going to make a small incision down both sides. This is what's going to allow it to kind of fan out. Lobster tails, for the most part, do not have a ton of meat. So when you're trying to do presentation, you want it to look as big as possible. So this allows it to look bigger than what it actually is.
I never knew how to do that.
Right down the center. It'll also help it to lay. We got those together.
Nice.
Set those to the side. Now, if you watch this show, then you have heard me talk about a standard breading procedure. That is the technical term for breading pretty much anything. It starts with egg wash. And egg wash is just equal parts water and egg, or water and milk, or water and whatever liquid you decide to choose. I used water because it's not going to really flavor it at all. So why use something more expensive when you can simply use water? Next, some seasoned flour. I season this with obey, lemon pepper, and salt and pepper. And then lastly, I have some breadcrumbs. Now, this is an Italian breadcrumb seasoning, just as is. I didn't season it anymore. You're going to get the seasoning in the flour. There's plenty of seasoning already in this bread. Lastly, pull out our handy dandy fryer with our oil. Now, I have oil already in here, which is why I'm being very cautious. Always be extremely cautious when dealing with hot oil. I've seen some really, really bad accidents happen when people were not being cautious. One of the things you want to make sure is that the handle is never pointing either towards you or towards anything that anyone can accidentally walk past, knock it over, get snagged, any of those things. Always put it on the side so that it makes it less of a chance that you're actually going to have something grab onto that. So we are actually going to move this to the side just so you can view. And we are going to start our breading procedure. Would you like to throw on some gloves? You are going to be my assistant. All right. So, got our our lobster. As you can see, it's still attached. Some people bread the entire thing. I don't particularly like doing that. I think it messes up the presentation slightly. So we're just going to be breading the actual meat part. So first thing we're going to do is dredge it and dip it directly into our egg wash.
That's why you want to keep it connected.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Next, we're going to go ahead, flour it up. Then we're going to dip it back into our egg wash.
Ooh, double dip.
I like to do that. Just it adds a little bit of coating, makes it a little bigger, a little bit more delicious. Then we are simply going to make sure that it's covered in our breadcrumb. You would like to go ahead and start on one?
You sure about that, man?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to mess up nobody.
So egg wash, flour, egg wash, bread. As you can see, and I'm just going to set this off to the side for a second so we get them all breaded up. Egg wash. I got faith in you, Tony.
Hey, I'm
You
somebody
can
has
do
to.
this.
This is Tony B doing more stuff.
Man, I don't be doing stuff like this, but I will.
All right. Now back into the egg wash.
All right.
And into the bread.
Into the thick of it. To the thick of it. All right.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Perfect. Now just set it back in there. And we're going to go ahead. This one we're going to have to be delicate with because it's starting to want to come off of the shell.
That's why they grabbed that one.
Which is no problem. I mean, you'll see the presentation at the end. If it does come disconnected, it's not an issue. And then just kind of want to make sure that breadcrumb is open. And as you can see, we're just laying it back on the shelf until we have finished our process. And this, now, a technical standard breading procedure would have been flour, egg wash, breadcrumb. I'm just doing a double egg wash breading. I like to do that with this. It just adds a little bit of bite to it, makes it, to me, a better product.
More delicious.
More delicious.
Add a little more delicious.
Can never get wrong with more delicious.
Man, more deliciousness is just.
I'm just gonna go behind you a little bit.
See, I was confident before.
Just want to make sure that we're getting it all over.
Okay.
Beautiful. Let's go ahead and move these out of the way. move these into view. Now, you want your grease at roughly around 350 degrees. This is going to be extremely quick, so you want it to fry fast because the meat is very delicate. You don't want it to overcook. You don't want it to dry or be gummy and chewy. So we are just going to take them and kind of drop them in just like that. Now, you can drop the whole shell in it, but be careful because there is moisture, so the moisture is going to come out. Drop them in, take a step back. Get some of that moisture come out. That smells good. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just hand me a pair of tongs, please. All right. Quick. Quick. These are essentially done. Nice. Beautiful.
Sheila said, be careful.
It's definitely something you want to do quick, and you want to give it enough time. If you can get as much of the water out of it as possible, that is what you are looking for. This one, exactly what we're looking for. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Doesn't take long at all. These are nice and cooked. We'll give that one just a couple more seconds. Get a little bit more cover on them. Miss Wanda Miller, if you can hand me a bowl, please.
One of these bowls or one of
Yes.
the lip bowl?
The lip bowl, if you have it. All right. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. So Sheila said, that's it. I'm definitely doing it now.
Super simple, quick. Doesn't take long at all. If you want it to cook a little bit more, or if it cooks too fast, if your grease was too high, throw it in the oven. Once it's fried for a couple of seconds, perfect. You don't want to cook it to well done. You want it to cook to about medium well, because it's going to continue to cook as you set it and let it go.
Chelsea said, oh, shit.
Move this to the back.
Hey, Chelsea.
Now, before I get to the plating process, would you like to give them their trivia question and tell them what they can win?
Oh, I can tell them what they can win too.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I got this. What year does today's drink date back to?
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Yeah, my heart.
Yeah. I thought about it while he was talking. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna ask that one. So, fries. I don't know if I'm gonna get it right. Let me give you some. Let me give you free sticky bucks.
Nice.
Um,
What can I do with those?
you can buy time. You can buy merch. We're gonna have merch in the store.
So it would allow you to, let's say if they're out of town, they can buy one of your t-shirts, one of these snazzy, jazzy t-shirts.
Oh, this is just the first design of our t-shirts. We're gonna have a lot more. We're gonna have all kinds of merch. We're gonna have buttons, t-shirts, jackets, all kinds of stuff, hats, everything. So yeah. Free sticky bucks for the person that gets it right.
So the way you can win is you have to get the question right. We will let you know that you are the first person to get it right. Then you have to go to your page and say, I just won the Sip and Cook trivia contest, and then tag Divine Visions Catering or Miss Wanda Miller in the post, and you win the sticky bucks.
Josie said, what drink? I'm going to need her to just start over.
Yeah, you know I did.
We started at 7.
That was the most delicious.
It's called Sip and Cook with me.
So, I had a client earlier request some Lobster Mac and Cheese. So, I'm going to show you this presentation. And I will one day do this recipe as well.
It's delicious. I can tell you how that right now.
Man. To this, we will add our lobster tail. Man.
Josie said she's sorry. She was in a meeting. She wants some, though. Darnetta wants a plate.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
That's Instagrammable right there, boy. Man.
Hit it with a little razzle dazzle.
This.
And lastly, on the side, I have a clarified garlic butter. Clarified butter just means you cook it under a low temperature until the solids fall to the bottom, and you have what is considered a clarified butter on top. Voila.
I don't know about good enough to drink.
All right. So now it's the fun part.
Love it. I got to get
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. There we go. And I will let you guys do the honors. And let me know.
Ladies first.
I'm so excited about this. So excited. Oh, that's beautiful.
Boy, it just like, ooh, like
It
butter.
did. It's like butter. I'm getting a little bit of it.
I just want to see what it tastes like by itself. The noodles are spicy. I mean,
You gotta try it with the sauce
I
as
do.
well.
Okay, I'm gonna do it again because that was so good without it. Let's try it with it.
Get that off of there.
Okay, yeah, I got a nice specimen for the butter.
Specimen. Yeah, butter.
Oh my god. I didn't know I liked lobster until you made lobster.
I didn't like lobster
So
until
good.
the very moment.
It's so good.
Man, hold on, wait. I got
It's so good.
You go ahead and get a little taster. Beautifully cooked, as you can see, nice. When you can cut it like that, you know that it's cooked properly because it's not gummy. You're not trying to saw through it. Just nice, easy cut.
Angelina, little baby said, I want some.
Dropping the butter.
Baby,
Let's see what we got.
Chelsea said, ooh, wee.
That's amazing.
Isn't it amazing?
The sweetness of the lobster, crunch, the savoriness of the herbs and that breading, then complemented with the butter.
The butteration is just amazing.
Just can't go wrong.
Man.
Rose said, my brother Ray David sends regards.
Please, thank you. All right, one more bite.
Delicious.
Baby.
Man, I'm trying to tell you why. Yeah, oh yeah, that butter will be good.
From the side.
All right, well, once again, super simple dish. You don't have to put it with the pasta. You can simply do it on its own. You can add it to whatever you like. You don't have to cook the shell. You can just take the shell completely off and just fry up the meat, however you like to do it. As you can see, it's a very simple process. When you do decide to do it, please tag Divine Business Catering. Let me know how it turned out. Definitely, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to inbox me. I don't mind sharing ingredients and things of that nature. So until next Thursday. Before we leave, if you want to be a guest on the show, please contact either myself or Miss Wanda Miller. If you would like to sponsor the show, please once again contact me or Miss Wanda Miller if you have something that you want us to shout out, whether you got something going on, if you have a business you want us to shout out, and we'll put it up on the screen. We'll do the whole nine for you. Just get in contact with me and Miss Wanda Miller. Also, be on the lookout. Divine Business Catering has some really big things that we will be announcing over the next couple months. Really big things. So stay tuned for that. Other than that, hey, thank you for sipping and cooking with me. Give me your handle one more time, and then we're going to get up out of here.
Tony P does stuff on all platforms as YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, as well as Too Sticky Gaming on Instagram. If you're in the Atlanta area, 2 weeks, we'll be at Sugarloaf Mills Mall. Also, for those of you on my live, go over to Divine Visions Catering. If y'all enjoyed this show happens every single Thursday.
Every Thursday.
Y'all enjoy it. So, until next time, people. Let's
Hey,
get something
sipping and
done.
cooking with me.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I did my bad. Yeah, mine still going. I'm surprised.